Today we are together with Frank Roeder. He is Master of Wine and we are in Germany in Völklingen. Today we are testing a very special wine from Südtirol. Hello Frank.
Hello Sven. Yeah, indeed. We have a very special wine and to be honest, it's the best white wine I had in 2019. And it's just simple icon wine.
Icon wine means what?
Icon wine means a gorgeous, a fantastic, a rare wine you can struggle to find in the world, and with a high reputation, with a fantastic bouquet, with an exceptional flavor. And this is the wine I'd like to present today. It's called LR, indicating the name of the founder of the winery. The winery is a cantina, which means big producer with several wine growers delivering their grapes, and they produce the wine. And Luis Reifer, he is the founder of Schreckbichel or Col Terenzio. To his honor, they created an icon wine in this special village of Gierlan, and this is a cuvée. It's made of the 4 varieties Chardonnay, Pinot Bianco, Sauvignon Blanc, and a very little bit Gewürztraminer.
Even when you think about the wine, you got goosebumps. Is this correct?
Yeah, this is true. That's a natural reaction of my body. I can't explain why, but every time I'm tasting an exceptional wine of outstanding quality, something really weird happens to my body. I get a goose skin. For me, it's very easy to find if any wine is a really exceptional, outstanding wine just because of the reaction of my body.
How many masters of wines are all over the world and in Germany?
Yeah, masters of wine, they have the highest reputation in the wine sector, and it's very hard to achieve this outstanding title. And it's organized by the Institute of Masters of Wine, founded and located in London, UK. And you can get your Master of Wine title only by studying at the Institute. And there are 3 locations worldwide. Besides London, it's Sydney in Australia and San Francisco in California. Currently, 398 Masters of Wine worldwide. It's very tough to get this title. Yeah, it's like going to university actually, and you have to work hard to manage your knowledge, to get all the necessary knowledge. And so you have to study viticulture, you have to study winemaking, you have to study business of wine, you have to study marketing of wine, you have to study quality control, and from all the wines in the world, not just of one region, but from the entire world. And not only the top wines, but also the cheap mass production wines. And this is a true challenge for everyone.
And you have been all over the world because you flew for a big airline from Germany, the biggest one, and you also flew the A380. And with this kind of experience all over the world, you are able to tell us that this wine is really one of the best wines you've tasted in the year 2019. That's correct?
Yeah, that's true. So as a Master of Wine, I have to be very objective. So that means I have subjective opinion about this wine, but maybe this is not the wine with the highest rating. So it's not a 100-point wine, but it's a wine that really, truly touched me, that truly performed something very special inside me. And I didn't get only the gooseskin, but I was so flashed and amazed by this wine, by this elegance, by this finesse, by this richesse of the wine. It's a wine that has tension. It's a wine that has depth and an outstanding quality.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about the bottle.
It's truly a noble packaging, and you see the clear glass bottle is wrapped with a metal fence or a metal coat, and it's haptically already something very special. You have to remove and open this.
We've done this already on the right side.
We have done here, and it's unique. And you have to look through the glass to see the backside of the label, and which is an artwork from the Renaissance, and all the necessary information on the label you find on the back label, and you see there are only 5,000 bottles produced. Each is numbered. It comes in a gift box, and you also get information about the piece of art you see on the back label, and you see here the last 3 vintages they have produced. The wine is produced only in the best vintages, and to get the best quality possible. And this is an exceptional wine, and I can guarantee this is a truly new experience drinking a white cuvée from Alto Adige. It's simply fantastic. It's bilingual, so Italian and German languages are both used, and so they have the Italian name of Colterenzio, the producer, and on the other side the German name of Schreckbischel. But the wine, speaks just one language. It's the language of the wine. It's an international language. Every wine lover understands.
A deep breath.
Now, I told you about the goosekin, yeah, and you're laughing. Look at this, yeah. I can't do anything against it, yeah. And it just comes automatically.
And we've done this video in German too, and you also had the
same reaction happens, yeah. So it's not any acting, or it's just reality. And so if you smell on it, you have a wide range of development in this bouquet. It starts with a lot of yellow fruit. Yeah. So you have mirabelles, you have apricots, you have white melon, you have yellow apple, and so and the fruit is perfectly showing that this fruit harvested was in the best possible condition. So healthy, pure, and only the best berries were selected from their best vineyards, from their oldest vines, and so that's why you have this clarity, this purity. You can detect any fruit I just described. It's not a simple fruit salad, yeah? This would be boring. But here, with this precision you have in the aromatics, this is outstanding. There is much more than just fruit. You have some excellent texture, you have some smoothness, you have some creaminess, and then you feel, you can smell a very light and distinguished influence of the oak barrel. You have some roast aromas, some toasting notes, you have some vanilla hints, and this is fantastic, yeah? And so you are keen to taste the wine, and then it's important to have a big glass, because big wines need big glasses to show, to give them room to,
even white wines.
To expand. Even white wines, of course.
And you've told me that, I just need to.
Yeah, I show you this way because usually you take a sip and you swallow, and then keep it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Bring it to every millimeter, to every point, to every spot in your mouth, and leave it for a while to let the warmth of your mouth warm up the wine a little bit, and then it expands itself with the aromatic shining like in a diamond, perfectly ripened fruit. There was no hint of over maturation. There is fresh and vibrant acidity, but not sharp. It's well integrated. You have a very gentle influence of oak, and this ends finally in a fantastic game of minerality and salinity, and this gives tension in the wine. It's very long in the palate. It's long in the finish, and it's ending with a complexity that is truly amazing. But the big strength of this wine is its finesse and richesse and its complexity, and this is truly amazing.
How to drink this wine alone or with friends you like?
Yeah, absolutely. Never drink a wine of this quality alone, because wine needs to be discussed. Wine needs to have different opinions and different reflections about the wine. But I'm very sure that if you have a group of wine lovers tasting these wines, they all agree this is something very, very special.
You have a catalog, and in this catalog all wines are described. Does anyone has given this wine ever points?
Yeah, sure. All important wines are rated. So they get a rating from the major critics, be it Parker or his team, be it Frances Robinson or her team. So they are the most influential wine critics, but there are so many publications in the world, important publications, judging also this wine, and most ratings vary between 94 and 96 points.
94 and 96.
Yeah, between 94 and 96 points. Definitely it's not a 100-point wine, definitely not. But it's a wine that has an excellent quality, an excellent price-quality relation compared with wines from Burgundy. At the same quality level, you pay less, and this is a fantastic value. Wine ratings points are important to give orientation to the consumers. But this, independent from any rating, independent from any high points, for me it's important that the wine touches me. And this is definitely the case with this wine.
Do you ship these wines? If someone is watching this video and says, I want to get this wine, can you deliver this wine, and where can you deliver it?
Yeah, it's we deliver it all over Europe. It's no problem, but shipping to the US, for example, could be difficult because of the 3-tier system. So it's not easy. You have to have an importing license. So it's better to search for the wine in the United States, and there are importers of this wine in the United States, and or in Canada is the same. And I strongly recommend to buy it. If you can grab any bottle, it's worth getting it, and you can keep it without any problem for the next 10 years.
You're working with the winery together now for over 20 years, and your stock is well filled up because you bought a lot of this wine, but you couldn't get as much as you would take.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, there are only 5,000 bottles per year available. It's produced only in the very best years. And this is the reason why the wine should be available all over the world. So every distributor gets a tiny quantity, his allocation. And as I had the honor to present the new vintage of this wine, 2015, to the world, it was a big party, a big presentation with great food, exceptional presentation in the wine cellar where this wine matures in its oak barrels. And there were 120 people around, and Michelin's rated chef showed excellent food matching with this wine. And we had also a wine tasting with LR compared to 5 other big whites from the world. And it was quite easy to detect which one is the LR.
Blind tasting.
Not only for the locals, but also for all guests, because every big wine, especially in the whites, has its own signature, its own profile. And so it's easy to detect which one is which.
You just said that this wine is not produced every year?
No, only in the big years for white wines. And this was the case in 2013, and the next vintage was 2015. There are only 4 vintages available for the moment, but furthermore will come.
Okay, so if someone wants to buy this wine, we just insert your website. There you can order the wine directly, and you can pay also on the website?
Yeah, sure, of course, with all major credit cards, and then we ship it.
Okay, you ship via
DHL or DHL? any of the logistic companies.
You are able to ship it all over Europe. Very simple.
Yeah, for sure.
Also to Switzerland?
Yeah.
Is this possible?
Yeah, Switzerland is even easier than many others, because we have a spot in Switzerland, in northern Switzerland, and in Kreuzlingen on the Lake of Constance, and he will just distribute the wine within Switzerland as well.
Maybe it's harder to deliver the wine to the UK in the future. So Frank Roeder, Master of Wine, we recommend this wine catalog. It's in German, but if you buy a wine, do you always ship a catalog with it, or can you?
On request.
On request.
Yeah, on
okay,
request.
if you want to.
Because many people don't want to have any paper catalog. They are more comfortable by watching the digital version, and we're happy with that, and that's why we don't.
That's available on your website too.
Also, to environmental reasons, we don't ship a catalog that nobody wants to read.
Okay. My last but not least question, can I come to your store here? Are you available here sometimes?
Yeah, of course.
Is it good to call first?
You will display our opening hours on the video, and you're very warm welcome. You're personally here in our store, and then it's better to make an appointment if you want to see me personally, because I travel a lot around the world, and a lot around the wine regions, and therefore the chance without any appointment is about 50-50 to meet me here.
Yeah. LR, this
2013,
there it is. It comes in a very neat packaging, and it's every price worth. We're talking about a liter price about $100, €100. And thank you so much, Frank Roeder, Master of Wine from Germany, from Völklingen. Thank you. Bye-bye.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.